Hello, welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Killing time in retirement. This here's kind of playing off that last video, and it's something to give me a lot of concern heading into retirement. I didn't have any hobbies, nothing I consider a hobby. There's no major interest that I want to do in retirement. I just wanted to quit work. I didn't want to have to work, you know what I mean? And so this gave me a lot of concern, and I didn't really have much time to think about it. Just before I turned 55, I decided, hey man, I ran my numbers and everything, and I kind of knew whether I could retire or not by 60. So I'd plan on going at 60. But about 6 months after I turned 55, I kind of got my butt on my shoulders a little bit and had enough. Decided to, leave early. So I really hadn't really started planning for what I was going to do after retirement. I just started, and I figured, hey man, I got 5-6 years. Hey man, I can come up with 4 or 5 hobbies and get tackle in retirement. But I never did, because I cut my working career a little short. But it's so easy, man. I tell you all the time, man, your time automatically feels in retirement. How? I don't know, but it does, man. For somebody like me that doesn't have any hobbies or major interest, it feels automatic, man. There's a fellow on here that watches me. He's been watching me for a while. He's tough. But he sends me a comment from time to time, but he's just as busy as he wants to be in retirement. That's the beauty of it, David Atkinson, out there in California. And he's right, man. You're pretty much just as busy as you want to be. You want to take you a little 0 day and just kick back. Hey man, knock yourself out. Don't make it a habit, but it's just the way it is. But I figured today would be a good day to just kind of go over some of the little projects I got going on, show you how I spend my time, and just how easy and quick your day gets filled before you even realize that it's time to go in and have dinner. But I get some comments from time to time about people wanting to see what I do or whatever, how my day is or whatever. Like on that last video, there was a guy who wanted me to give like a video on how I made them garden beds, and I don't post nothing on here like that. I've got a handful of videos when I'm doing things. I didn't figure anybody would really care to see it. It's just normal everyday stuff, but I'm probably slipping videos in every once in a while just for your entertainment. And we'll see what's going on. There was another guy I was asking about getting a close-up view of the bird feeder station. I figured I'd just show you all around a little bit, kind of give you an idea how quick and easy it is to fill your day. Before you know it, it's gone. And that don't count if you got somebody that calls you all the time. It's okay to say no. It's your time in retirement. I don't say no, man. Usually I'm not got nothing pressing, so I go ahead and knock it on out. It's something I enjoy. Most of my time in retirement is just daggone piddling. It means nothing to nobody, but it gives me a lot of enjoyment. But we'll look at the bird station. The first thing I got to do, and I want to do it, I'm going to get on it this week. It's going to be a pretty week down here, so I got a couple of trim boards in the house I need to replace. I got the boards in the shed here. I want to go ahead and replace those while we got decent weather. I got a couple of trim boards starting to rot on me, so I'll get on that probably later today. But I figure I'd just show you around the bird feeder. This here's one we had for decades. Had it when the kids were little, and used to sit on a post over yonder next to that fence. Used to use it for the kids. It was in bad shape. I had to clean it up and put new roost in there for them. I had to put got some baling wire. You ever get a chance, you need to get you a roll of baling wire, man. It's original duct tape. You can use it for every daggone thing. But I cleaned it up, Put some new roost on there. Put the thing, the hanger on there. The baby painted it pretty bright red color for me. And these two suet feeders come off of it. They used to mount on the side, one on each end. I got one on that end there. And this here is just something I went to the big box store and bought me a little piece of cedar board and just screwed them together. A little bit more baling wire up there. And all I did was staple a daggone piece of window screen. I had a little piece left from when I replaced some window screens here. And they love this sucker here. So I figure on this extra hook right here, probably get a potted plant to hang for the wife right here. So, and I got hooks all over the place here. One on each of these outriggers. This here's my squirrel garden. That's great too. They'll sit there on that little bench right there, and they'll look and look and look and look. Ain't one of them tried it yet. So they just come down here and get all the little scraps that might be on the ground. But this is another one I got. I did a video about cleaning out Dad's shed last fall, I believe. And just something I drug from his house. Most of the time, cleaning stuff out means I drag it home. But I want to get on that this spring, clean it up, replace the boards. It's got a pretty sculpted back here. And get the baby to paint it. I got her this spray can topper. And she loves this. She's used it for Christmas. I got it for her this past Christmas. And it makes spraying things so easy. Got a lot more control over it. So I'll give her a little something to do. She likes fooling with that. She's in the house now making a curtain for the kitchen door. And that's what got me thinking about this. I got before I get started on my stuff, she had a little project for me to knock out for her. She wanted to cut a little piece of, see if I had a piece of scrap board about 1 inch wide, real thin, to use as a weight on the bottom of that daggone curtain. And so I had to come out here and see and scrounge around, find a piece of board and scrap board and get it, cut it to size. Working like a dream. But this is something I'm really tickled with. I was over at Mama's here a few weeks ago, and she got they used to have this sitting beside their fence at the house in the backyard. Is my granddad's plow. And I had an uncle that used to use it too. They had a mule named Molly. Mama told me, he said before he went to shipped off to Vietnam, he said he wished he could take Molly with him. But I want to get on this year too. It's going to take a lot of cleaning up, getting some of the rust off of it, and getting it down to the bare metal as close as I can, repaint it. I've already been looking online for the handles. These ain't easy to find. You can't go to the big box stores and find them. Might have to order them. But I got a couple more little mom and pop places might have something like that. It's got all the parts to it except for the little spacer for the top of the handles there. But I'm interested in getting on that. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to take me months, but it's going to be fun to get. So I mean, it's not that hard, man, to fill your time. I was over at my Tuesday lady's house yesterday. Usually after I leave Mama's, I'll stop by there on a weekend. Her husband has a lot of health problems, man. He's got everything under the sun. Probably takes 15-20 pills, heart attacks, got plugged veins and arteries or whatever, and they can't clean them out. You know, he's got macular degeneration. He can't see nothing. He's pretty much homebound, but his mind works like a top doc. And that's the thing, when you get retired, man, you don't realize how much mind space work takes up. And when you ain't got that, man, your mind just runs all over the place. Them little 5-10 minute breaks I take over here on the deck, I come up with a dozen different things I want to tackle. It fills up, even for somebody like me, man, just an operator, you know. I mean, stuff I do, I don't consider a hobby because I've always done them. But anyways, that's don't be too overly concerned over it, man. I'm telling you, it feels you're a lot more active than you ever dreamed you were. Only now in retirement, you get to do it at your own pace. Like I said, you know, it might take me 3 weeks or a month to finish that thing. You know, it took me a whole week just to build this little thing here, and there ain't nothing to it. When I was working, it probably took me a month to build that little deck there. And the baby don't have my vision. A lot of this stuff gives her aggravation. She can't see what I see in my head. Good for her. But she give me heck on that deck there. Wanna know why I built a floor in the middle of the yard. But she's come around to enjoy it now. And then, you know, today about 2 o'clock, my little lady's gonna go up to the park where I used to take my walk, and she's gonna go up there and watch that eclipse. She said, "Come on up if I got a chance to." So I'll probably go on up yonder and view that. You know, it's a variety of activities you do every day, man. It's just, there's no 2 days alike. And it's beautiful, man. It really is. And today's gonna be a great day. We only gonna get an 85% eclipse down here. But I'll probably grab the baby. We'll run up yonder and spend some time with her up there watching the eclipse. But y'all take care of yourselves, man. And enjoy your beautiful week. It's gonna be beautiful like it is here. And I will talk with y'all later.